Hello everyone, this is a special test little video. This is the new little setup and idea I'm having going on. I try to get a whole table and a whole system set up with a camera pointing down and everything like that. I thought it was kind of cool. It was all professional and everything like that. I was giggling about it, everything, but this is just a general idea, trying to get things set up to be able to work with a table and playing through a game of Four Souls. Now this is not meant to be anything serious or anything like that. If you don't know, Four Souls is the Binding of Isaac card game or board game. It's a game that's mostly meant to be played with others, but there is a single player experience, which is what we're having right now. And the game is where you play. Two characters get randomly chosen, and then your objective is to try to gather up four souls, which I got a little counter here for your guys' information, and we'll try to do a quick little playthrough of it. This is going to be a quick playthrough. It's not meant to be anything too special or a tutorial or anything like that, but I do want to point out most of all this stuff is pretty much from the game, other than these two dice and just this dice as well, and just these little tokens here. These are special little tokens I set up. I did play a few games, and then I play a few other games with a few people, and I noticed some confusions and stuff going on, and I think it's kind of cool to help you guys with information wise. I just know our little tokens here. I know you can't really see it too well, but I put little things there so that way you can know when you've done something or when you've activated something. And the original rules, you just turned your card, but I found this to be a little cumbersome, a little chore, and sometimes you got so much going on. Turning your card like that is not the most easiest process. So it's just found it easier just to flip your coin, and you got a low battery or no battery and a full battery that lets you know you've activated. When you flipped it, that lets you know you've activated that card. Pretty straightforward and simple. And I just thought that would make it a little easier for both my memory of knowing when I've done something, and as well as they let you guys know what I have been doing. So, enough talk and everything like that. Let's go ahead and jump right into it. We get the 3 pennies, 3 loot. We start with this character. We start with the Knight, the Hollow. We got our 3 cards here. Right there. We got to draw no cards since the start of my turn. We got Justice. Choose. Justice right here. Choose a player. Choose a player. Loot and gain until the same number of loot and money as they do. So that's a pretty good one in case we have a partner. Now this is a co-op game. It's not competitive, so we're working together. It's kind of a solo play. So we're not going to do anything to interfere with our partner player. But we got something simple here. We got multi-boom, which we probably don't want to fight because if you kill him, when this dies, the active player deals 1 damage to each to a monster player and themselves. So that's not the best thing to do, especially during co-op. Then we got a Flaming Hopper. This takes no combat damage on attack rolls of 6, so that might be kind of difficult, so I would have to roll a 4 or a 5 to be able to do damage to him. Not the best odds. Thankfully, if we don't like anything we have here, we can attack the top of the deck. We'll move that since we don't have a soul yet. And we have a counter here. I know it's not the easiest to see, but this little counter here it's an 8-sided die. And this every time it becomes a background to the first character I play as, it counts down. Or if I die, it counts down. If I goes all the way down to 0, I lose. And like I said, the objective is to get 4 souls and get that up to 4. Alright, I don't really like the idea of any of this. The Knight doesn't really have anything special with his special or his eternal item. The room is, while any player controls a soul, players who control the most souls or tied for the most must pay each other player 2 cents to attack. So that's not the greatest, but it's not really objectively bad either because we're working together. I'm going to just go ahead and attack at the top of the deck because I'm just going to replace the multi-boom. We got, let's see here, I don't know if you can see the card. I know the focusing is probably not going to be the greatest. But it's Mama Gertie. It's got 7 health, attack plus 3 on rolls, and it does 2 damage. It comes with roll for loot cards and 1 soul. There's no effect, but the effect says, for your formed my inward parts, you knitted me together in my mother's womb. Poems. It's like a verse from the Bible. So, but I did, just because I pulled from the top, that means I got to go into battle for that one. So we go ahead and grab my dice. It's just a normal 6-sided dice. And, oh wait, we gotta fix his life, which is not good. I'm probably not gonna win this, because 1 miss and I'm instantly dead. there was no, well, before we go into the battle, thankfully, even if you're battle, you could just decide to stop that and do something else. Just in case I do die, which I will die, I'm going to go ahead and play 4 pennies, which will flip the blue token. That means I've done my 1 loot. And that's 4 pennies. And then we'll grab 4 pennies. There we go. And then we're going to play the next one, which is 2 pennies, which is my nice ability. Play an additional loot. We'll flip that coin. We get 2 more loots. There we go. We're doing our attack, so we've already done that. The yellow one is purchases, but we don't have enough money. I don't believe we do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And alright, now that we made sure we did that ahead of time, because we're going to die, we'll go in a roll. We'll make sure we move those dice. Got a 3. Oh, we actually did damage to it. Let's drop this down. Well, where's the 6? There's the 6. I have to get 6 rolls of successes in a row. That's another success. It's down to 5 health. Do another one. Another 6. He's down to 4. I am so gonna die. 2. There it is. He does 2 damage. I knew I was going to die. We'll just go ahead and turn this. Let me know that that character is technically dead. I mean, you don't really need to. We just keep the health away. We will know that. I don't like turning the cards. I don't know. I'm not a big fan of that. Personally, myself. Alright. Now that that character's dead, we drop this down to 7 since that character died. We're moving on. Now with the Forgotten. There's our 3 cards. We get a battery, a bomb, and a butterbean. Since it's the start of a turn, we pull out another loot. I did forget, though. I want to make sure. Since I did die with this character, I got to sacrifice 1 penny. 1 loot, which we'll get rid of. We'll keep the justice. We'll get rid of the 2 pennies. There we go. I don't got no items, so I can't get rid of that. Now, we're back to the Forgotten. I don't want to forget that. I try to remember to do all this stuff. It's not that it's not too hard to forget. It's just trying to do this and a video at the same time and make sure it's coming out good. Oh, we're gonna revive his health back to 7. I don't know if I'm going to attack him because that's still just, man, 7 health. Alright, what do we got? Put a counter on this. Remove 1 counter from this. Add 1 to your roll. Remove 2 counters from this. Deal 1 damage to a monster or player. Remove 5 counters from this. This becomes a soul and loses all abilities. So that's not one we want to do because it basically destroys that item, so you don't want to do that. So we're going to go ahead and activate this. Put a counter on it. Got a counter right there. And remove 1 counter. Now add 1 to my rolls. If I have 2, I might want to try to build this up and maybe I can do a massive damage to Mama Gertie. And we do have a bomb too, if we can do an extra bomb. But we're going to go ahead and play the battery, recharge this. We did our 1 loot. And we're going to activate it again to put another counter on it. Alright, now we got 2 counters. We're trying to speed that up. We're not going to attack it right now. We're going to play Chunk of Amber, roll a dice, then gain where X is 2 times the result. So if I roll a 5, it'd be 10 pennies. There it is, 10 pennies. And there we go, that's 5 there. And that's 5 there. That's my additional loot play. Now I've done all my things. I've played my loot, I played my power, and I played my additional loot. I can't play any more loot, so that's not even an option for me. All I really got left is to attack or buy something. Buying something, I have pay to win. Steal a non-eternal item from a player's controls. That's not really useful to me right now. Put a non-event monster card and discard on top of the monster deck, which is not the greatest either, but we really want to get something so we can, because we're just piling up money. So we're just going to go ahead and buy at the top of the deck. Alright, there's 3. There's 5. Alright, there we go. There you go, there's 10. I'm going to buy the item on top of the deck. We got a curse. Oh, goody. If you would take any amount of damage, take that much damage plus 1 instead. Oh, man, come on. When you die, before paying penalties, give this to another player. So I'm stuck with this. I am forever stuck with Daddy Haunt. Unless I can get an item that remove curses. I believe this would count as a curse. Or destroy an item. Maybe that's destroy an item, not a curse. Maybe it's both. Alright, well that sucked. Now we bought our item, so all we can really do now is to attack. Man, that's I can't believe I grabbed that. Alright, we'll go and just attack on top of the deck. We got Holy Dip. Each time a player rolls a 1, they gain 1 penny. This has 1 health, plus 4 rolls, and 1 attack. Well, I don't really want to attack it because it's a good thing. Since I am attacking a deck, I have no choice. I have to fight it. It's 3. Actually, it did 1 damage to me. Actually, since I got Daddy Haunt, that's 2 damages to me. And I am dead. Well, that stinks. So we gotta lose 1 penny. 1 loot. And a butterbean, we're not going to use that since that's more of something to go against players. And an item. And since we don't have no item, I got to pass this off to this player. Oh, that sucks so much. Alright. Now we're back to this character. We lose another turn since we're going back to him. And he died, so now we're down to 5 turns left. This is not going well. This is an understatement. Now that we're at the night, we recharge, and put 2 health. Alright. Then we get our card. We draw 1 loot. We got 3 pennies. If you can see it. And we'll go and play those 3 pennies. Put that in discard. There we go. 1, 2, 3. Now we got enough money to buy something. We might go ahead and just do that. I think we should have just 2 pennies left since that's 9 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, did I count that right? Yeah. So it's 1 penny left. Liver. I'm just so upset that I got Daddy Haunt. That's the first time I've ever seen that card in play. And we got Doorway. Doorway. It's a tappable. Put each monster not being attacked into discard. Or I can put each shop item into discard, which we might do that. Put each room into discard. Alright. Since we got that, we got a tappable. Like I said, I have these little coins here that allow me not have to flip it. So I'll just grab that. Put it on top of that. There we go. And that was our item purchase. So we flip that. We're going to go ahead and activate that and put each item into discard. So that's going to put this one and this one in discard, which is good because those were all not very good items to me. What is this? What is all these curses? We have Trinity Shield. Other players can't play loot cards or active items on your turn, which is not the greatest since we're going co-op. And Fetal Haunt. At the end of your turn, give another player a loot card. I cannot believe we had 2 curses like that. That's insane. We can't do anything with that. All we really got to do is 1 more loot play and another attack. It's not the greatest. We have no souls. That's the problem with the knight. His eternal item, his special item that he gets forever, only works if you have souls. And so you have to have 1 soul and you have a +1 to your attacks for the first attack roll. If you have 2 souls, for the first time you activate your character each round, recharge it. So that's alright. And the third one, if you have 3 souls, prevent the first instance of damage you would take each turn. It's just, his is not the greatest. I don't know what to do. Really. I'll go ahead and fight Holy Dip real quick, just to get that out of there. And I died. Oh man, this is not going good. Alright, that character is deactivated. There goes, drops down to 4. Alright. This stinks. Alright, now we're the Forgotten. This recharges, this recharges. Recharge my activations. That lets me know. Again, this is not required or anything like that, but I just do it because it helps me remember what I've done, and it just looks nice to me. To me, anyway. Alright, drop another loot. We got the left hand. Left hand, each time another player dies, you may recharge an item. We're just going to, well, do we want to play that? I died, right? Yeah, I gotta pass this character off. And then we gotta get rid of this, because we lose an item. And then we lose one loot. And we lose one penny. Well, this is not going well. That's an understatement. Alright, if you would, let's see, when you die, before paying penalties, give this to, so yeah, I have to pay my penalties and get rid of Daddy Honk. We're just gonna go ahead and play that. Whatever. Activates my first loot play. We're gonna go ahead and activate this. That puts another token on that. Can't buy anything. I can only do is attack and play another loot. Alright, well, we're going to go ahead and fight the Holy Dip. Oh, we gotta put our life back. 3. And we die. Again. There we go. Deactivate this. Lose that. Lose one penny. Lose one loot card. We lost our bomb. Probably should just use the bomb at this point. This drops down to 3. Now we're back to the night. And then I'm going to pass this off. Recharge this. Recharge. Recharge. And get my 2 health. Alright. We only got one loot card. We got a single penny. Yay. Why not? Play that. There's no reason not to. Alright. Since we died, we jump back to him. We actually just need to drop this down to 2. I believe. Alright. This is not going well. Why not? Holy Dip again. Finally. The Holy Dip is dead. That's my attack turn. We get 1 penny for this. Put this over here. Whew. Sorry. We got a single penny. Alright. This gets 1 health again. That's all we can do. There's not much. I don't got no loot. I got nothing. So we're going to jump over back to the Forgotten. He recharges. He grabs 1 loot. We got Curved Horn, which is actually a pretty good one. You have a +1 to your attack for your first attack roll each turn. We're just going to go ahead and play that. Flip my loot. Alright, we're going to flip this. Put another token on it. Alright, remove 1 counter from this. Add 1 to your rolls. So if I play both of these, this would add 2 to my rolls. Actually, remove 1. So if I remove this, remove all 4, I would have +4 to all my rolls. It's tempting. That's really tempting. If I remove the 2 counters from this, deal 1 damage to a monster or player. What we're going to do, since it says remove 1 counter from this, add 1 to a roll. Add 1 to a roll, not to all my rolls, just a singular roll. Okay, because I was thinking like it was going to be persistent. Remove 1 counter from this. Add 1 to a roll. Because it says just a singular roll. That's not as good. You know what? I'm just going to go ahead and be crazy. I'm going to fight Mama Gertie. This is going bad. I have nothing. This is a terrible run. We got a 1. And even if I had to spend... If I spend 2 of these, this would be +1. So that would increase that one by 1. And then we need to place another counter. I place it to 3. So now I finally was able to beat him. Alright, well that's not great. And since I have this, I made that for successful attack. That pluses 1 to my attack. Remove 2 counters, deal 1 damage. Yeah. We got a 6, which is a 4. Now this only works you have +1 for your first attack roll. So I no longer have the increase in the damage. We have a 2. We're going to spin another counter and turns that into a 3, which would drop him down to 3. A 6. 2. Whew. A 6. A 1. Just don't roll a 1. All I have to do is just don't roll a 1. 6. He is dead. Mama Gertie is dead. Which we gives me 1 soul. There we go. And I roll to see how much loot I get. I get 3 loot. Now Mama Gertie is dead. We got 1, 2, 3. We got the Hangman. We got Dad's Note and a sticky nickel. Sticky nickel. Roll 1 to 3. Give this to a player to your left. Roll 4, 6. Gain 5 cents. Alright. That was my combat. So we end that there. It sucks we had to use so much of this. Alright. All we can do is buy something or activate 1 more loot. Choose up to 3. No. Let's look at the top card of each deck. You may put any of those cards at the bottom of their deck, then loot 2. We're just going to play Sticky Nickel. Sticky Nickel! I got a 4. Got 5 cents. I'm not going to win this. I'm just letting you guys know that ahead of time. There's pretty much no way I could possibly win this. Alright. I forgot to put my health back up here, but oh well. Alright. We're back to the night. Recharge. Alright. Drop down to 1. We got 1 more turn. Or 1 more round, technically. While any player controls a soul, players who control the most, which we're playing co-ops. I don't know how that would work since we're co-op. We're not going to even play that within mine. But we did defeat the monsters, so we're going to change that. Rewards are doubled. Well, that would have been nice earlier ago. Alright. Now we are the knight. Grab 1 loot. We got a soul heart, which is actually pretty good. That means it allows me to do an extra attack damage. We have pretty much no choice. We really just got to attack the top of the deck. Because there's nothing else here. Now I got to remember, though, we do have 1 soul. So you have +1 for your first attack roll each turn. Attack at the top of the deck. We got Charm Boney. When this dies, after gaining rewards, choose another player. They gain 5 cents. Each time the attacking player rolls an attack roll of 6, they deal 1 damage to a player. Alright. Here we go. 4. So he's down to 1 health. See, when this dies, okay, it's not dead yet. Each time the attacking player rolls an attack roll of 6. So we didn't do that. Oh, wait, it's dead. Because you have a... sorry. Your focus. You have a +1 for your first attack roll. And that was my first attack roll, so technically it's dead. So we have 5 cents. And if after gaining your rewards, choose another player, they gain 5 cents as well. So that was 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And so he gains 5 cents over here as well. So I had 4 there. There we go. Hey! We did it! I don't got no loot. Or I have this. That's all we can really do. It's not much. I don't got enough money to buy anything. Alright. Back to Forgotten. Recharge. Alright. Grab another loot card. We got pills. Sorry. Roll 1 or 2. Loot 3. Then put 3 cards from your hand in the top of the loot deck in any order. Roll a 3 or 4. Loot 3 loot. Then put 1 card from your hand on top of the loot deck. Or 5 or 6. Loot 3. Alright, we're going to go ahead and activate this. Get another token on it. How much money do we have? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So, we're going to go ahead and buy that. And we're going to get the top of the treasure deck. We got Godhead. Now that's a powerful one. Godhead is a really powerful one. Change the result of a dice roll to a 1 or 6. So that means I can pretty much guarantee a success every single time with that. Well, it's great this is all working out now. But we go. This is the last turn. After I jump over here, it's game over. The only hope... I don't even know there's any hope. I would have to hope to get like this, or I think there's a soul or a soul here that gives you an extra loot or extra soul immediately. And then at the top of the deck, we got Krampus. The active players must attack this once each turn if able. So you have to fight him. Alright. Do we have anything here? We're going to go ahead and play pills. We get a roll. We got a 6. We loot 3. 1, 2, 3. Not the greatest. The problem is, while I have this, I only got one more use of that. Even if I play the sack, it gives me 3 loot, but it doesn't matter. Alright, we're fighting Krampus. We gotta get a 4+. Okay. We got 6. 1 damage. A 1. Alright. That would be 2 damage. So we're going to use him, activate his loot ability, which allows me to play this, which choose a player, but prevent the next 1 damage. That's 1. So that's 1 damage here, but that he does 2 damage, so I got to still take 1 heart away. Alright. And didn't I succeed on my first roll? So if I get him succeeded, I can do an extra damage to him. Alright. Let's see here. We got a 3. It's not enough, but we're going to spin this, which will turn this into a 4. So that's 1 damage. Now, thankfully, I got Godhead. So it doesn't matter what I roll. If it's not high enough, then I can just use Godhead. That's a 6. So that's a success. We did it! We got Krampus, which is 1 treasure and 1 soul. Put this over here. We'll jump that up to 1 soul. We got another treasure deck. We got Skeleton Key. You may attack up to 99 times on your turn, which, oddly, is a good thing. Because that means now I can attack as much as I want. And we should actually keep attacking because we still have a Godhead. You may attack on your first attack roll, so it doesn't go the way. So that means my next attack, I get a double the rewards. So we get another one. Flush. Choose one. Put each monster not being attacked on the bottom of the monster deck. Put each shop item on the bottom of the treasure deck. We don't got enough money to do that. We might go ahead and... we got one right here. We're going to go ahead and activate that. We're going to take both these monsters. Because it says put each monster. So we're going to put each monster. Now it says at the bottom of the deck, but we're going to do that. We're just going to lift that up. Because we're not going to obviously get to this entire stack. We got a Leaper. And the Turdlings. So that's why I wanted to do that. Because now I wanted to try to increase my odds of finding another monster with a soul. Alright, and when we have this, so we can attack again. Let's say the Leaper, combat damage this deals is doubled on attack rolls of 1. Turdlings, this only takes combat damage on attack rolls of 2. When the attacking player makes their second attack roll this turn after combat damage, cancel the attack. Okay. Let's add 1 to a roll. So I would have to roll a 1 or a 2. This only takes combat damage on attack rolls of 2. When the attacking player makes their second attack roll this turn, after combat damage, cancel the attack. Well, we're in combat. So I need to roll a 2. Got a 4. Which does nothing, and I can't. The best I could do is activate this, which will drop this down to a 1, which that's not going to work, but I can use this, which would add 1 to my roll. Now do that, and since I have this, you have a +1 for your first attack roll, which is my first attack roll, so that would actually be killing it. Wow. That worked out. So that's 1 soul and 2 loot. So 1, 2. Now we have 3 souls, and we got more loot, but we can't really use it. I was really hoping for something else, because I was hoping for like maybe a bomb or something like that. Okay, we got a new enemy on the map. We got the Widow. We got a 3 here. Alright, let's see. There's no thing. Oh wait, I got double the loot. So what was that one? 2 loot. So an extra 2. Prevent all non-combat damage you would take. Okay. Really was banking on hopefully for a bomb or something. Something would have been nice. Now I have pretty much nothing that will help me. I got no more tokens. I got no more Godhead. We have to press on, because Rise I end this turn, it'd be his turn, and it's game over. Alright. Let's go ahead and try one more. We're going to attack the Widow. We have nothing. We have literally nothing to be able to help us in this engagement. The only thing we have here is our first roll, if that's a success. I can't play anything, right? I got the Hangman, Dad's Note, Penny, a sack, 4 pennies, 2 pennies, 3 pennies, the callus, and a penny, and that's not going to be good. Because even if I played the sack, it doesn't change anything, because I would have to use this to play it. And I would not be able to play whatever loot I would get. Alright. We got a 3. That would be 1 damage. He only had 1 health. That means he's dead. Then that would count as a death. So that's game over. I tried. That's game over, you guys. There's nothing else I can really do. I tried my best. I cannot believe we got to 3 souls on that last bit there. So much came together with the skeleton key, Godhead, and then the build up of the tokens. Like I said, the Hollow Knight's eternal item is not the best, and then we got Daddy Haunt. So much was going against us, but we did so much in such a little time in that span there. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this. This was a fun little experimental little video of mine. This was to try the new setup, the new idea, the new camera setup, and stuff like that. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. So like always, thank you all so much for watching. This was a lot of fun. Even though I didn't win, I love just the randomness, the chance. I like these little tokens I got set up to keep things a little bit more controlled and understandable. Then I have to turn the cards. You can see what I mean about having to turn all these cards like this to say you've activate them. It just, to me, it doesn't look nice. It doesn't look clean and smooth and maintained. So in the end, I mean, some people might have a problem with it. I'm not playing the legitimate way in terms of turning all the cards, but at the end of the day, this is my game. This is my playthrough. I still kept pretty close to the rules of the game and everything. So again, sorry I kind of ran on a rant there again. But thank you all so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I hope this maybe at least give you some intrigue into the card game Binding of Isaac 4 Souls. So playing solo is still insanely fun. I'm hoping eventually I can be able to get the challenge cards and stuff like that, and I'll be able to do special challenges and try to take on Mom and then the Delirium and Krampus. There's special challenges and campaigns and stuff like that. So like always, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this. It was a lot of fun on my part, and I'll see y'all in my next video. Bye-bye!